isn't it resolved in Moorestown yet?
Right.
We can learn from one another and build in a constructive way.
So what was the first thought of you becoming like a mayor? Because like
Yeah.
you said, college was kind of like when you were some of the sidelines, it's when you kind of got sparked the idea of like, all right, I want to kind of take this journey, go down this path. I'm really passionate about it. So like, what was, I guess, the pathway to that point? Like, what was the starting point?
Yeah. So like I said, in college, I started to dip my toes in a little bit. I said, I don't even know what politics is. And I think a lot of people, when they say, politics, it becomes this like really mysterious thing, intimidating, corrupt, everybody's bad. It's it's a movie, House of Cards thing, and everyone's got a game. Some of that is true, but most of it, in my opinion, is somewhat overplayed in the aspect of reality. A lot of people are volunteers. A lot of people think I'm a full-time mayor. It's a full-time job from a work perspective.
Yeah.
But it pays $5,000 a year.
Really? I didn't know that.
$5,000 a year. So what I would ask your audience is, do they think that their mayor should be getting paid $5,000 a year? Most people say no. A mayor probably should make more than that.
100%. I think so.
But what would you do if you lived in the town and you're driving over potholes every day and you found out the mayor increased their salary from 5,000, 100% to 10,000?
True.
You would be, I could write the ads myself.
Yeah.
You don't like those potholes? Well, Mayor Law, he raised the salary. He could have been fixing those potholes. So it's one of those things where it really excludes young people and people that aren't independently wealthy from participating in the process.
Right.
If I didn't, work for a U.S. senator when I first decided to run for office, I wouldn't be able to do this. If I just had a regular job that required me to be in the office every single day, I would not have the capacity to do this. So there's a serious conversation to be had about, how we pay our elected officials. And I think on the national level, everyone's like, oh, Congress gets paid too much. Right. And that kind of energy seeps down to the local. And trust me, there are some local elected officials that aren't earning the money they get paid, even if it is $5,000. Yeah. But there are others that, are working hard every day to do what they can, and they're just trying. And it's not like this House of Cards corrupt game. It's just like, for some people in some towns, I won't say any names, but you got like a mayor that's, has 4 kids, is a teacher in school, and does the mayor stuff because they love their community.
Right.
Yeah. So I think, for me, joining this, picking this, a life of public service really started, as I said earlier, when I was looking to find my voice.
Right.
Coming out of Moorestown, I was trying to find my passion. My senior year of college, I experienced I was subject to like a racist slur from a classmate that I had at Bryant University. I didn't know what to do about it. It was a girl. The Patriots just won the Super Bowl, so everyone's going crazy. Right. And I happened to run into somebody, and she just like flat out saying the N-word like it's nothing, and like calling me it. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And she's like, I don't care, like whatever. And it's one of those things where it happens, and I'm sure you've experienced racism, and you're like, we all brush it off. Stuff happens, right? But it just didn't sit right with me. Right. Especially with, that was the first term of Donald Trump. What I was talking to you about of why I started paying attention to social issues and social movements around the country. It just didn't feel right with me. And it felt like, it just gave me that feeling. It's like, oh, this is the time to use your voice, defend yourself. Yeah.